So here to solve this cave variation I wrote called Powers of 2. And it has a few places like the 16s being 2 by 8 or 4 by 4. Get some different starts in the grid where this can't be 8 along the top. You can mark some of these in. The 32s will always be 4 times 8, so you get a little bit sort of around them as well. The first break-in for the puzzle, though, is a subtle one. It's hidden in the lower left corner. And it's probably something you can run into a few ways. One way is first to see an example like this cell right here below the 2 can't be taken because it actually cramps the whole space around it. But even without seeing that, the general thought is this 4 has to be part of a connected group for the cave. And if it comes only up, it basically shuts itself off straight away. And in even a regular cave, this would be true. Like this pattern, these are all bad. This isn't possible. But this case, 2 times 2 looks bad, the same way that 1 times 4, with the 4 being vertical, is bad. Something that can be done is have this go straight horizontal. And in going straight horizontal, it gets far enough away from the nexus of this 2 clue that it's able to get connectivity, connects in this case into the 8, puts a cell in here, and this is the start of the grid. And with this start absolutely forced, although sort of subtle to find, it now sets up a trap for this 32 group. We wanted to solve at the start if this was 4 times 8 or 8 times 4. So let's think about the 8 being vertical. It can't join all the way to this bottom group because that's actually 9 cells. And if it came all the way to this cell, it would put now another black cell here, and this is a 2 by 2 checkerboard. This means that we cannot keep the cave connected and not have this group isolated in the center of the cave. So 8 being vertical for this 32 is impossible. So this 32 has to be 8 horizontal and 4 vertical. That puts in this edge, puts in this part of the cave, and we can work further from here. One thing we now are getting is that the 16 is going to be 4 across and 4 down. Another is with this 4 being put in with a group down here, the 8 can only come over 2 cells, not 4 cells. And with it not being able to come all the way down to be 8 cells here, it does have to come over here, closes off here. And now again, through the checkerboard pattern rule, we complete which way the 8 goes. The 8 cells are to the right, not to the left. And we have another part of the cave escaping here. Looking at this 8, this is 2 by 3 right now, so this has to become 2 by 4 to work out, so these get marked in. This 2 by the checkerboard rule has to connect up and over. This cell has to get to an edge of the grid, so it gets marked in now. This 16 is going to look to be 2 by 8 or 4 times 4, but we have to get the 4 coming down. This 32 is going to be 8 times 4, and it looks like to take this cell is required if it's 4 or 8 large. So this now looks like it's 6 long, it has to become 8 long. That means this will be 2 by 8 and it has to shut off these. This is right now 2 times 3 and this 4 is 2 times 1, so I need to take another cell that completes these just fine. This 8 will have to be 2 times 4, can only come down 2. In doing that, we finish this 4 and we get the whole set of the 8. This 4, it could be 2 times 2, but it's not coming up to here, so these get marked in. The 16 in the corner is for sure 4 times 4. The 8 is here, and it's going to not take 2 cells here. So one thing you'll see then is that you actually, if you take this cell and mark off this cell, you get a 2 by 2 pattern, so this doesn't work for the 4. So this comes down here, this is taking 3, has to take 4, has to take this 1 to get to 2, and we mark the rest of the cave in. So hopefully a useful video to at least see some of the starting points. If you missed it, just focus on the 4-2 at the start and then try to like stop the video and work forward from there. Otherwise, recognize how the 32s and other groups, as they split to 2 by 8 or 4 by 4, in the case of this 16, sort of really run into the rest of the clues. So the ambiguity of the multiples of 2 really resolves quickly once you get some of these biggest ones placed. So thanks for watching this video, and we'll see you again soon.